Hey guys, it's Lori. I thought I would finally show you what I've been doing with all of those little colored stones or gems that I've been buying. So if you want to know, stick around. Thought I'd show you around my yard a little bit and show you the garden that we set up for our dads. And by that, by our dads, I mean John's dad and my dad. It's kind of a little, I don't know, memorial garden. I'm going to give you a look at that. And of course, I'm going to show you my personal favorites, which is my succulents, AKA hens and chicks. And I just want to mention that I've already filmed where I kind of show you around everything and show you the stones. Finally, I've already filmed that, but I'm gonna have to do a voiceover for that part because the entire time I was filming, the neighbor's dog, their little dog, was barking incessantly the entire time. So let's go take a look. I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. All right, here's some succulents and some mums. These mums are from last year and they came back. I was pretty happy about that. This mom right here is from a couple years ago, and the petunia is volunteer from last year. This came from Walmart last year, and so did these. Those have been blooming for like 3 weeks now. And down here I have a strawberry pot with some succulents, or hens and chicks, whichever you prefer to call them. And they have like long, like runner looking things coming off of them. And they need thinned out. I thin them out every year. But they have these long things. They're just kind of like reaching for the sun. That's what those are. So they'll die off, and I'll just cut them off or tear them off and they'll be fine. These over here by my steps, they also have some like long pieces coming off of them, and you know, again, I'll just take those off. And over here by the side of the house, we have cone flowers, and this is just kind of a different view of the succulents. I think I already showed you this pot. Maybe I didn't. This has a great big one in it. It's like almost as big as my hand. And of course, it's got some little babies coming off of it, which I'll pluck off and plant somewhere else, or I'll give them away. Here's a different view kind of the ones that I already showed you, basically. But yeah, those, oh gosh, those mums just look so pretty. And you'll see out back that we've gotten so much rain that right here, these are volunteer petunias as well. But so much rain that look at all these weeds, they just pop up out of nowhere. And you'll see out back, that's what I was going to say, that a couple of my petunia plants actually died off because they drowned, basically. Here's a brick with some succulents planted in it, and I've got a couple more of those on the way out back, which I'm going to show you too. Okay, here's the ones about a week later. These are the same ones by the steps. Those things grow really fast, those long runner things. So yeah, those are going to get cut off real soon. Okay, here's the ones that are on the way out back and planted in the bricks. I'm telling you, these things will grow just about anywhere. And they even have babies coming off of them. So yeah, they do really well. And here's Winston. But here's the petunias that drowned and died off. Those need obviously pulled out of there. And these I bought for Oscar when he passed away. That was my pug, my dog. Big mums. These come back from last year. I can't remember if they're from last year or the year before, but they're huge. These I thought my dad would like, the black and yellow petunias. So this is the start of the little memorial garden that we have set up. Excuse the notification tones coming through. I can hear them. I'm sorry. These were cemetery flowers that I put in with my marigolds. And okay, this bench right here, this was actually picked out by my dad's lady friend, and I purchased it to put in the garden. So I just love the saying on it. I'm really happy with what she picked out, and it means a lot to me that she picked it out. And this is the hose holder turned wreath holder. And the wreath that I made, it's like all Dollar Tree supplies. And my dad and John's dad both had a boat. That anchor right there you might recognize from a previous Dollar Tree haul. Right here it is. I tore it apart and painted it. And my dad and John's dad both loved it at the lake. They both owned a boat in the past. Those are bobbers from John's dad's tackle box. So yeah, I kind of brightened up that picture. Maybe a little too much, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was appropriate for the garden. Live Forever's also appropriate for this garden.
a volunteer tomato plant that I don't think is going to get anything on it. That wooden wheelbarrow is actually used to be John's dad's. The daisies, that's John's dad's favorite flower, and they really need planted in the ground really badly. In fact, that one is in the process of drowning. So you're going to see that I planted them in the ground before this video is over. Right at the end, actually. Cherry tomato plant, that's the only vegetable I planted. And got a couple of them ready, so I guess I'm picking them. Marigolds that the squirrels have dug up a couple of times, and I just shove them back in the dirt. They seem to be doing okay. This is outside of my craft room window. There's my craft room window right there. Bird feeder, my wind chimes that I absolutely love. And let's head around to the hose. Here's the hose, and this is what I've been doing with all those stones. I know, it's probably not the greatest lighting right now. There's a big shadow over it from my railing, but I do get a better shot of it in just a minute. So it's a lot better than standing in mud when you're trying to use the hose and the ground gets all muddy right there. So that's the reason I put the stones there in the first place. And I just got the idea of putting some colored stones there, and I just kind of got a little obsessed with it. And I probably hyped it up way too much. But we do have this set up so that you can wash your hands right here at the hose. And there's actually a couple towels in there too, so you can dry your hands. And yeah, when you turn the hose on right here, I mean, we just stand there and wash our hands. And when you turn the hose on, the water even runs down the stones and kind of cleans them off and brightens them up. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I probably hyped up the stones way too much, but what can I say? I really like them. I love them. And they just add some nice pretty color right there instead of a muddy little mud hole. So that's going to be everything. And well, there's one more thing. So yeah, this last clip, I'm going to show you why I'm having to do a voiceover. So you'll understand when you see the very last clip coming up here in just about, I don't know, 2 seconds.